Hi everyone, my name is Valentina Tellez, and today I am going to talk about my 7 takeaways from the course. Let's start.
Hi, as pandemic say, my name is Valentina Tellez, and today I'm going to talk about some crucial topic or concept related to Modelos Pedagógicos. Moreover, I'm going to do it a connection between this concept and my experience. So let's start. The first of my 7 personal takeaway is the difference between acquired and learned a language. When I started university, I had a fight between English and French. On the one hand, because when I talk in Spanish, I'm not conscious about, oh yes, this is future, this is present, and this is past, like a pretérito perfecto or pretérito imperfecto. I just do it, and I also feel that I have a device on my mind that allow me to understand in a better way. On the contrary, when you start to learn a new language like a French, English, or Italian, you have to do it a complex mental process, and also you notice, oh yeah, this is present, this is future, or this is past. So this is the reason why I had the fight, and why that's cost me a lot of. The second one is behavioring. Well, when I was a child, again, I remember that my mother, in a pageant way, she was trying to teach me how to pronunciate grandmommy in Spanish. But for me, was difficult because I tend to say abuelita instead of abuelita. That was pretty good because she gave me a lot of feedback, and that helped me about the pronunciation and how to identify the difference between both. As Skinner said, and I recognize and also I noticed that what behavioring. I have an stimulus, an answer, and feedback. The third one is traditional theory. A good example have to be my linguistic class. As far as I'm concerned, I know linguistic is a masterful class, and also it's a difficult subject to teach it and to transmit whole the concept about it. But the majority of the teachers that I had in my linguistic course, they tend to follow the same structure. First, they give us a task. After that, we discuss some important concept and some things related to the test. And after around 3 or 4 weeks, we have exam, and nothing changed. It's always the same, and we have to follow the same routine. And I think a good solution of that could be a social constructivism or another theory. The fourth is the role of error. Actually, it's the first error that there is in the text, and it is a false friend when I want to refer to currently. Here, I got confused as it is writing in a very similar way to Spanish. The second error is a transfer from L1 to L2, or better called as interference between L1 and L2, where yes must replace the semicolon. The second test is an oral presentation from a year ago. I committed several mistakes. For example, in the part of grammar, I did not make the concordance of the plural in animals. And even I confused its masculine with feminine, creating an overgeneralization. A failure is not always a mistake. It can simply be the best thing to do in those circumstances. The real mistake is to stop trying. According to Skinner, making mistakes is usually linked to negative aspects, but why not use them as a tool to learn? When we commit mistake, we are more likely to feel frustrated. However, thanks to them, we can improve until the point that we become an expert on subjects because them has been practiced several times using tests and trial method. A good language teacher must teach his students to improve themselves and the world. In addition, they become creative, critical, and efficient users of language. To be a good professor, first you must recognize how you learn. So you can use a learning style of code. For example, I consider I am a more theoretical and reflective person, and I tend to create charts like this. So once the teacher notices he can use teaching theories and learning style to help students, they are able to use other strategies like thinking out loud. Although I don't want to be a teacher, currently I'm a French tutor in language care. It is an amazing experience, and I have learned to be organized, more patient, and clear with each of my explanation to my students. And it is a good exercise where the two of us can interact in a different way and in a different environment than a French class. Finally, pedagogy has always existed in my family because I have been taught to experience new things. In conclusion, pedagogy is everywhere. So I would like to thank you for your time and also for watching the video. And thank you so much and see you and bye.